Hey guys, and welcome to part 48 of Batman Arkham Knight. Last time we stopped all the stuff on Blake Island, and now we're gonna stop Scarecrow using the default Batsuit. And I'm gonna clarify one thing. You're not gonna see this ending. Why? Because it's a blocked scene. It sucks. So after we go through the door and watch a little cutscene, I'm going to tell you what happens so that when you do play, you'll be ready for this sort of thing. In 3, 2, 1.
It's over. The whole world knows. What now?
Gotham still needs Batman. For one last night.
And then?
Prepare the Nightfall Protocol.
Are you sure?
There's no other way, Alfred.
It needs voice confirmation.
Martha.
Very good, Master Bruce. You can be sure your instructions will be followed.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you what happens when you go through that door and what happens to them. So what happens is that you go through the door and then you're forced to give up your utility belt and your gadgets. And to save both Gordon and Robin. And then the next thing you do is you go into this truck on its way to a certain place that we do not know. Alfred comes in and he tells you that somebody is tracking your movements. And at this point, you don't know who it is. Like, anybody could be tracking you down. And we wouldn't know it. And the next thing that happens is that we get into this supposed car crash. We shut up, guy. We emerge from the wreckage and we actually find ourselves in Crime Alley, the place where Bruce's parents got shot. And after we pay our respects, or the Joker pretty much tells us that Joker basically tells us that it's time to let go and let him take control of our body, but we don't. And after a pretty awesome fight scene between you and just a dozen Jokers, with you doing the circle triangle move, doing these brutal takedowns, then you just, like, you're pretty much, Joker is pretty much forcing you to snap his neck in what you do, and then you somehow are in the truck again on its way to this area, which we find out later is actually Arkham Asylum. So the rundown, just Arkham Asylum, which has Scarecrow, Gordon, and Robin, and then you're strapped to this wheelie table thing, which the Joker was strapped to in Arkham Asylum. It's like a gurney almost, and then Scarecrow talks to you and basically says that he's going to take his mask off, the cowl off, and show the world who he is, and pretty much they'll understand that he's nothing, he's no savior, he's just the shell of a man. So he has the camera set up. He forces Gordon to take the cowl off, which Gordon at first doesn't want to do it, and then to make him, Scarecrow shoots Robin, and Batman says it's okay, so they take his mask off, and then Scarecrow pumps Bruce full of fear toxin, and then we're in his mind, and we see a bunch of the main villains like Penguin, Two-Face, Riddler, talking to the Joker and pretty much wanting to kill him. But before they can do that, the Joker-mobile, this Jokerized Batmobile, comes out of nowhere and is just killing everybody, and it's really funny. And then you go through this kind of hallway thing and you're killing all of those guys. And then when you're about to go outside, you see Gordon pretty much telling you to stop, but you don't. And then you go outside, everything's burning. You get a thing with Alfred pretty much begging you to stop, but you don't. It cuts back to a Scarecrow, and you're pretty much laughing at him. And he's wondering why you're not scared, and he pumps you full of more toxin, and then the next thing that happens is that everything goes dark, and then you're in this first person perspective with a gun and your Joker, and you're pretty much just shooting through. You see your grave, and then you see your wake, and then you see on a radio how everyone has pretty much forgotten about you, and they don't want to remember who you are, and Joker's getting pissed off about it, and he's telling Batman that he's not dead and he's gonna take over, and and then you're in this room with a bunch of statues. Well, it starts out as one, you shoot it, and then more come in, like they come from behind, and all that, and you keep shooting, and then another jump scare happens. Batman kicks you into a wall, you shoot that wall, and then you're pretty much at the end. You hit a switch, and then Batman taunts you, pretty much saying that you'll be forgotten, and then you play as Batman, and then the first time in the series, he actually says, "I'm Batman," in that cool kind of like Kevin Conroy voice, and then you pretty much lock Joker in your mind, and so he can't taunt you anymore, and then it cuts back to Scarecrow pretty much telling everyone in Gotham that there's no savior, no more hope, no more Batman. And you get injected once again, and you pretty much tell Crane that you're not scared. Red Hood rescues you. You stop Scarecrow, and then you tell Gordon that you've been there since the beginning, and now you're going to see how this all ends. And then in the cutscene we just saw, we activated the Nightfall Protocol. So that's basically everything in terms of the ending. So I'm going to end the video right here. So don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share, all that fun stuff. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to take care.